Welcome guys. Today we are going to see Top 5 Best Android Games for 2022, Part 3. Before we start, if you haven't seen my other videos, I will provide those video links in the description. Now, let's begin with number 5. Minecraft. Minecraft was initially a small project that app developers created for fun. And it was only available on the Java applet for an internet forum. Believe it or not, when Marcus Persson first found the game, he also didn't think that Minecraft would be this popular and successful. But, when luck comes in your favor, you can conquer anything. Millions of users recognized the game on the forum, and it got popular in just a few days. Nowadays, it is undergoing a new update that the developers will release soon for the users. Minecraft helps you build a dream world involving survival and many creative gameplay modes. Therefore, it is simple why this game becomes so addictive. The game is continuously changing with new graphics and soundtracks. That means there are so many new possibilities for you to explore. Minecraft is highly popular on Android and iOS, more than PC and consoles. But personally, the bigger the screen is, the more interesting it gets to play. Next, number 4. League of Legends, Wild Rift. Finally living up to their namesake, Riot Games has released a mobile version of their MOBA, League of Legends. Although it didn't come to India, soon the developers will release this masterpiece to us. The main objective is to break through enemy turrets toward their nexus and destroy it. Simple enough, right? While the mobile version is more approachable to newcomers than its PC big brother. There are still plenty of strategic elements and nuances to Wild Rift you have to understand if you want to win. You don't have to worry about any pay-to-win options either. Each champion is strong enough as long as you know how to play them. Further, Wild Rift gives you a great number of opportunities to earn in-game currency and rewards to unlock champions. You'll even get a few free skins as you level up. Once you hit level 10, you'll have ranked mode unlocked, where you can face opponents of similar skill level to rank up the infamous Riot leaderboards. If you hit Gold 4 at the end of a season, you'll be rewarded with a special skin for a specific champion. I never really had an issue with matchmaking with teammates who knew what they were doing. Occasionally, I'd get that one guy who decides to be funny and die repeatedly for no reason. But that's kind of expected. Toxicity exists in almost every competitive game, and League of Legends is no different. Next, number 3. Hitman Go. Hitman Go is basically a board game, you can probably tell from the video. You really are just sliding little statues around. The gameplay has a delightfully retro appeal. Agent 47 takes turns moving a single space at a time. With the enemies you move, then everything else on the board moves one space at the same time. You can only move along the lines laid out in the level, and you have to move each time your turn comes up. Sometimes that means you're going to die no matter what, but that just indicates you screwed up somewhere and backed yourself into a corner. The game is basically a puzzle, with additional strategic elements on top. You can only take out enemies if you approach from the side or the back. As an aside, I love that captured pieces get tossed over to the table next to the game board, like a game of checkers or something. If a guard is looking in your direction from one space away, he'll instantly close and assassinate the assassin. The goal is to reach the end of the level and sometimes to take out a target along the way. Killing the guards is usually optional. In fact, there are often challenges that require you to kill no one. Hitman Go is overall a very enjoyable game. The visual style is fantastic and the gameplay is just deep and strategic enough to be challenging without feeling frustrating. There are times it gets a bit tedious, but the introduction of new items and weapons helps keep things moving along. You will get stuck occasionally, but that's the mark of a good puzzle game. The balance seems correct, that is, it's not pushing the limited IAPs very hard. Should you pay $4.99 for Hitman Go? Yeah, it's killer. Next, number 2. Hearthstone. I love board games and card games, but precious few mobile games manage to capture the fun of slapping down cards or rolling dice with friends. Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft is a rare and astonishing surprise. Not only is it has hours of monster battling, wizard blasting fun, but it's also a brilliantly designed card game. Despite being one that has no physical equivalent, it successfully melds traditional and digital gaming in a way I've never seen. After several years as one of the best Android games, Hearthstone has been updated to make sure it continues to be compelling for years to come. Note that Hearthstone is a hefty download from Google Play, so installing it might take a while. Even major updates to the game can take 10 minutes to install. You'll definitely want to use a Wi-Fi connection, which you'll need anyway, because even starting up the game requires an internet connection. There's no offline play. The goal of the game is simple: defeat your opponent by depleting his or her supply of 30 life points. You do that by attacking with a variety of creatures, called minions, and spells. Every action in the game has a cost associated with it, measured in mana crystals. You start with 1 mana crystal, and gain an additional crystal to spend each turn. All the crystals you spend in a turn refresh the next turn, so choose your cards carefully. Finally, number 1. Gwent, The Witcher Arcade. Gwent is special. Though changes have come and gone, and the meta has constantly shifted, it has remained one of the most excellent free-to-play deck builders out there. It is faster to play than Hearthstone, less pay to win, and encompasses the lore of one of our favorite gaming universes. Gwent occupies a unique position in the Witcher universe, able to bring in both characters from the book timeline, which occurred before that of the games, and the game timeline. Which makes it perfect for a time when a lot of people, spurred on by the show, are just starting to get into both. You essentially choose one of 6 factions, originally 5, Northern Realms, Nilfgaard, Scoia'tael, Monsters, Skellige, and Syndicate, the newest faction. Each of these allows you to build a deck from a pool of cards, including units and spells, but you can also choose cards from the neutral pile, allowing you to add in a few of your favorites. This is where the real magic happens, because while each faction has their own synergies, the real advanced level tactic stuff is when you find neutral cards that play into those synergies in unexpected and exciting ways. Despite the occasional balancing dilemma, Gwent is one of the best deck builders on mobile, smart, fast-paced, and most of all, free. Thanks for watching Top 5. What do you think of these games? Comment your thoughts below. If you found this video knowledgeable, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Thank you very much.